Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the first video of 2022. I am here with a list of questions. So let's get into this Q&A, and there's some juicy questions. So before we go any further, if you are new to this channel, hi, I am John of Millinery. Welcome to my little corner of the world on YouTube where we talk about hats, millinery and everything associated. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications to be notified when I put videos out in future. So I put out a while ago a message going, I'm filming a Q&A, give me some questions. Did I get any questions? Nope. So I thought I would put a list of questions that I would ask if somebody was to do this to me. So I have questions and I'm going to answer them. But while I'm doing this, I actually am going to be making something. I'm not doing a tutorial for this. I'm literally just trying to multitask. I am a man. I don't know how this is going to go. So let's just crack into it.
Where have I been? I haven't been uploading.
Like, I haven't uploaded since December, I think. Maybe November, end of November. I generally take a break around in like January. I think it's good for my mental health. Trying to put out content every week is is a little bit impossible. Well, it's not impossible, it's just, it takes a lot off you. Like, you kind of dedicate majority of your week to filming, editing content, and then there's also social media, so there's a lot of work that goes into just one video. So I take a break, recharge, refresh, you know, start the year in a bit like a positive frame of mind. So you know, I've got things that I've been doing, because one of the other questions I've written down is, what have I been up to? So yeah, I mean, you know, I haven't just been sat around doing nothing. I mean, you know, as you are aware, I moved to Australia, so I'm now living in Sydney. Finally, after 2 years of being here, I finally have a visa which allows me to work. So I've been focusing a little bit on that, you know, getting stuff ready. Yeah, there's just so much. I mean, let's start at the top. So I took a break and I've been working on stuff I want to do. So if you follow me on our social media, and I don't know if you do, but if you don't, make sure you do. I have just launched a range of what I call the OG hun buns, which are in effect scrunchies, but I think they sound better as OG hun buns. So that's what I've been doing. I've been making jewellery, making hats still, because, you know, over here there is a different hat wearing. It's not just the summer, like, because it's warm all the way around. You know, people still go to the races in the north of Australia. So, you know, and there's also winter racing here as well. There's lots of hats that I could, in effect, sell. I've applied for a stall at one of the markets in Sydney, so, you know, that I've been making items for that, so more casual wear. Once again, the hun buns, the jewellery, brooches, earrings, that sort of thing. So I've been, you know, I've been busy, and I think that this is a good time to also give you a little sneak peek. Well, not a sneak peek, but a little bit of notice. I am setting up a podcast. So I'm proud to announce that this podcast is going to be called Hat Gossip. Yes. And I have filmed the first episode, so I'm kind of really excited about that. So that's kind of in editing process at the moment. I think I'm going to be doing like a YouTube version and a podcast version, so, you know, it'll be on 2 different platforms there. So look out for that coming in the next month or so, maybe 6 weeks. Very excited. I have also been making hats for competitions. So we had last year, which I did videos on, we had the Hatters Millinery Supplies competition. This year there's the Mimsy competition, so I got that sent last week. And if I can, I'll put a picture in of what mine is. As if I remembered to take a picture. I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, there's no picture there. So that gets announced. Probably it'll be announced by the time this goes up. So, so yeah. I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. I am also now on the committee for the Millinery Association of Australia. So I've been doing a little bit of work with them. So yeah, I've been busy, and it's nice to get back in front of a camera. Like I was a little unsure of like how I would be on camera again, but I'm kind of enjoying it. Yeah, it's just like I'd never left. So the next question I have written down is,
what videos do I have planned for 2022?
well, do I have it here? Where is... I have no idea. I actually had a planner, and I don't know what I've done with it. It's massive. Why can I have lost it? I have a planner somewhere with video ideas. So, I want to maybe revisit some of my old videos, recreate those hats. I want to react to some of my older videos because they're a little bit cringe. And I've got a couple of ideas in for later on in the year, so I've got some content coming up. I just need to sit down and make them. In effect, really, I've got it down on paper. I just haven't made them. Regarding content for videos, because I'm going to be doing the podcast, I think I'm going to be going to two monthly videos. One being a podcast video, and one being a I make video. I think I'll be posting a lot more content over on TikTok and Instagram. So, if you're wanting more content, find me on there. I'm also going to be maybe making some more Patreon only, even though I've got just the one Patreon. Thank you, Reggie. I love you. You keep going, and I appreciate it. So, I want to kind of get more Patreon only content for people who ready for when people do sign up to Patreon again. So, there is that.
What are my plans for 2022?
So, like I mentioned earlier, I'm kind of focusing a little bit on selling my own stuff to market, to people, because I think that now I'm in a position to be able to. I really should be able to. So, I am focusing a lot on that. I'm just getting some pins. So I've got some stuff that I have to do for that. I want to do a bit more. I want to do a bit more teaching, and when I say teach, I mean online classes, that sort of thing. So I've got a list of things that I would love to teach. I just haven't gotten around to formulating that into an official class. So if there's anything that you would love to see me teach in a more of a class setting as opposed to on YouTube, let me know, and I will gladly consider that. I'm also looking at producing content for places like Skillshare. There's not really a lot on Skillshare at the moment, and I think that it only serves to bring millinery to a wider audience. And I think that something like Skillshare is good for that, because it's international. I just think it's an audience that would love millinery. So something like Skillshare. And I also want to do like in-person classes this year. Obviously, I'm in Australia, so this really, really only does apply to the Australian audience. But you know, if you would love to see me do a class, so I'm just ignore the noise. That's just my pins. If you want to see me do a class, then you know, once again, let me know what you want to see. You know, I'm not gonna put on something that nobody wants. So if there's anything that you do want, and you'd pay to come and see me, then let me know.
What trends do I foresee for this year?
That's a tricky one because the world is just recovering from COVID. So I think we're going to see a lot more experimentation, I'm going to say, which is perfect for me because, you know, I prefer not the wilder, the wackier, the better for me. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that, and that could be, you know, using unique color combinations. That could be, you know, the way it looks and the material it's made from. I think we're going to see a lot of experimentation this year, which I'm really, really, really excited for. And when I say this year, I'm kind of talking like summer back home in the Northern Hemisphere and kind of going into summer for us, which will be more like Christmas coming up, Christmas 22. I think we're going to see a lot more experimentation. I think we're going to see a lot more out there pieces, a lot more fabulosity. That's going to be the word for today, fabulosity. That's what we're going to see in 2022.
What should we not bring into 2022?
What we're not going to bring into negativity. We're not going to bring negativity into 2022. We're not going to bring anti-vaxxers into 2022. We're not going to bring transphobes into 2022. We're not going to body shame in 2022. We're not going to have any racists in 2022. 2022 is the year of let's get rid of all that crap. Let's get rid of the negativity. Let's deplatform people who have misogynistic views. Let's deplatform any like racist views, anti-Semitic views, and just no. Let's not do that. That's what we're not going to bring into 2022. That negative energy. We're just going to embrace everybody for exactly who they are. So that's what I say. And I lay down the law on this channel. So.
Who is the biggest diva in the millinery world?
I don't know why I wrote this one down. Because it's not like I could call anybody out. So I don't want to start drama. But trust me, there are some divas. There are some absolute divas. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So as I'm filming, I get a message from Rachel over on Instagram because I posted this today. So I need some scandalous questions, and she has put,
What sex toy would make the best millinery decor?
I mean, I said I wanted scandalous questions. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about sex toys. What would be? So, oh my God, am I really saying this on the internet? I think that, right, okay, so I'm just going to put this picture up here. And I'm going to leave you to make your own. If you don't know what the inspiration for this is, then that's fine. And if you do know what the inspiration for this is, use nasty. Talking of Rachel, one of my next questions actually is,
What does millinery on YouTube look like?
we're now in in the millinery world, very fortunate to have not just myself on here. There are lots of other millinery channels, but there's a little collective of us. So Sarah, or Sarah. I always call her Sarah. Sarah, if it's Sarah, please correct me. Rachel, Wayne, Ilona, we all have a little group chat. We, talk to each other, watch each other's videos. In fact, I'm going to link my new, going into 2022, we're going to have like a little collective of everybody's channels, so you can, check them out as well. We're all very different. Rachel is more of more costuming. From a costuming perspective, Wayne has the most beautifully shot videos. Oh my God, the most beautifully shot videos. Sarah is just, she will teach you the fundamental basics, this, nothing, they're still fabulous, but it's not like, let's go over the top. It's like this is how you would make a Baker Boy cut. This is how you'd make this. Ilona is just the darling of vintage. She is an absolute pleasure to watch. And I don't know where I fall into it. I think I'm just like the cheeky chappiness of the five of us. It's not pretty. It's not vintage. It's not that informative. It's just me. And to finish off this video, obviously, apart from Rachel's question, I've written all these myself, so it's just basically self-promotion. So just ignore me if you want. But I'm going to finish off with,
what is the theme of your collection for 2022?
So I have put a lot of thought into it. So last year I did a sweet treats collection. So if you didn't see that, head over to my website, linked in the description box below. I'll put a couple of the images up now. So I did a sweet treats collection, and I've always wanted to do this one. So that's done. It's out of my mind now. So I was thinking, what am I going to do for this year? And I think I'm going to revisit my graduation collection, which was based on a futuristic vibe. And obviously I was still new to millinery and tried a lot of things that in hindsight could have done a hell of a lot better. I still passed with a distinction, but I think, looking at it 10 years later, what we're now, 20, yeah, 10 years later, I think, I could revisit this with a different eye and a more edited eye. And obviously over the years my skills have increased. So yeah, so I've got that. I think that's where I'm going to be going down for 2022. It's not COVID. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me in today's video where I basically just talk shit to myself. God knows what my neighbours think of me. Let me know if you like this sort of video, because, I can always answer some actual questions from you guys as opposed to what I think you want, what I would have asked had somebody done this. So if any of the other YouTubers are watching, do a Q&A so I can send you some scandalous questions. If you've got this far, thank you very much to my patron Reggie. Reggie is an ongoing supporter of this channel via Patreon. Patreon is a members-only access site where you just pay a nominal monthly amount just to support the running of this channel, because it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. If you want content, more expensive content, these are the ways that I do help to run the funding of this channel. I'll still be making content anyway, so, but I could make more. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias as well. So Twitter, actually don't follow me on Twitter because I'm going to be stopping my Twitter soon. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at JWHMillinery. Make sure you follow me on Facebook at JWHMillinery. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at JWHMillinery. And if you haven't, subscribe. turn on the notification, and leave me a comment down below with what question I haven't answered that you would want me to answer, and I may do another video in a few months answering your questions. So thank you very much. I have been John, you have been great. I will see you all later. Peace. Bye.